Greetings and welcome to my YouTube. So today we're going to talk about how to decalcify your pineal gland and why you should be doing so. Now, there are so many different things out there that you can be doing to decalcify your pineal gland, but in this video we're just going to cover a few basic things that I find to be the most important and the easiest to really kickstart the process. Now, with that being said, let's get into the video. Some of the things that you'll really start to feel and see and hear when you open up your third eye, it'll be more clairaudience, which you'll have a clear voice in your head. Instead of questioning who is it that's aware that I'm thinking, it'll be that you're more in touch with your higher self, and the thoughts in your head and the confusion you feel, everything will start to make more sense. So another thing you'll experience is what's called clairvoyance. Now, a lot of you may have heard of the word clairvoyance, but what it means is clear vision or clear seeing. Now, when you start to think of things in your head, or you have memories or imaginations or desires in your future, you kind of just see it as a movie playing out, like it won't really happen, it's just your imagination running wild. But when you really start to open your third eye, you'll start to experience and really witness that the thoughts in your head really do create your reality, and you can really start to manifest things right in front of your eye. You could really focus on something you really want in life, whether it be abundance or just health or just something you see for yourself in your life. No matter what it may be you want to manifest, it'll be much clearer to see that you really can manifest it into the physical. Another quality that comes along with opening your third eye is being claircognizant. And now what that is clear knowing. Now what that means is that you kind of start to maybe predict things before they happen. You seem to know things before you really ever knew about them. You kind of just, it's almost like you're in the now. You're in the know. You just have these senses that you just can really predict what's going on. There'll be times where I'll be sitting and I'll hear things, or I'll just say something and then out of nowhere, it happens. Out of nowhere. Or somebody will say exactly what I was thinking. Or I kind of just, I was just like, how did that happen? Like, what? Now there's also clairsentient, and what clairsentient is, for my empaths out there, you really start to feel what other people are feeling in a very strong way. You almost can walk by them and take on what they're feeling as if it's your own. And also, being clairsentient, you can also feel when your spirit guides are present with you. If you've experienced opening your third eye, you've probably experienced having your forehead start to vibrate at random times, or when you hear certain frequencies, or when you're meditating, or when you're in certain places or thinking certain things. That means your third eye is working. So the first simple way you can start decalcifying your pineal gland and really start opening your third eye is to sun gaze. Yes, sun gaze. So what that means is exactly how it sounds. You stare directly into the sun. Now, don't stare directly into the sun between the hours of 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning all the way to about 6 o'clock, depending on where you live. You want to get to the sun at the lowest UV points. So when the sun is like a nice dark red or a nice orange at the sunrise or the sunset, those are the lowest UV points. Now your pineal gland, it is light sensitive, and when light, especially UV, hits it, it stimulates it. It starts to wake it up. It starts to get it active. It starts exercising it. All you have to do is anywhere between 30 seconds and 5 minutes a day. That's it. Or maybe you can only fit it in a few times a week. Anything is better than nothing. And if you can't get to like a beach or a park or somewhere secluded or nice to gaze at the sun, what you can do is, if you're driving, if it's not too bright in the morning or at night, take the sunglasses off. Just take your sunglasses off for a few seconds to maybe a minute and just feel the sun. Now for me personally, I do wear sunglasses, but I wear them in the middle of the day. Now when I'm driving to work or home from work, what I do is I don't wear my sunglasses, because at this point I don't need to. It doesn't bother me. I can just go on about my day without feeling like the sun is in my eye at those points of time. So the next way you could start to decalcify the gland is one that's probably the most commonly known, is eliminate fluoride the most you can from your life. Now, there are images all over the internet showing what the pineal gland actually looks like when high amounts of fluoride are in the body and getting through the blood-brain barrier to this gland. It is a known suppressant of the pineal gland. It calcifies it, and also it acts as a drug. It actually makes you feel more docile. It makes you more submissive. So fluoride is found in so many things, but the main things you'll really find it are in your daily household items, like your toothpaste, your mouthwash, your tap water, your shower water. It is all being absorbed into the body. When you brush your teeth, especially if you have an electric toothbrush, when you are brushing, you are actually vibrating and starting to stimulate the pineal gland, and then when you're using that toothbrush, you're opening up your gums and sending the fluoride directly to it. Now, there are so many great brands out there that are totally fluoride free, SLS free, sulfate free, and they work amazing. You can even make your own. There's a lot of ways on the internet, YouTube, where you could find how to make your own safe toothpaste. I will even leave a bunch of links to different brands of mouthwashes and toothpastes that I find to be the most safe for human consumption. Now, if you look on the back of regular toothpaste or children's toothpaste, it comes with a warning label to not swallow. Now, especially children have the most inability to not swallow when they brush their teeth. That is a known fact. Now, what happens when they're brushing their teeth and all this fluoride is going directly into their bloodstream? It is calcifying and ruining their pineal gland at such a crucial age for growth. And it's no different for adults. And now when it comes to your tap water or your shower water, there's a lot of good water filters out there for your faucets, for your shower heads, even for your drinking water. They filter out a lot of nasty chemicals, from like chlorine to sulfur to prescription drugs, you name it. If you can't get access to a filter that filters your water through reverse osmosis, do the best you can. There's alkaline water out there that's fluoride free and it comes in bottles, and there's water stations out there. Do the best you can. Do the best you can with the water. Just make the changes, start noticing everything that you're consuming, and just start to eliminate all the things that are toxic for you. So if you're gonna drink high pH water, fluoride free water from, let's say, companies that sell it in bottles, or from filling stations, or from places that distribute this kind of water, just drink it sparingly. What it does is it dilutes your stomach acid, and it makes it much harder for you to digest foods properly. Your stomach is at a certain pH for a reason. So the next step I want to get into for decalcifying your pineal gland is trying to eliminate as much meat and dairy and processed foods from your diet as possible. If you can, try to follow a plant-based whole foods diet. Yes, a plant-based whole foods vegan diet or a raw vegan diet. Those are shown to be the best for cleaning out all the mucus that has formed in your body due to meat and dairy being acidic, or to the natural pH of your body. And when you consume a lot of raw leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, and lots of fresh fruits that are organic, what it does is, one, you're providing your entire body with loads and loads and loads of nutrients that you absolutely need for basic human function. What meat does, and dairy, it's mucus forming. It is known to be linked to lots of disease, and it also is linked to calcifying your pineal gland. And if you're starting to supplement and starting to get into different herbs and different things, what you can do is you could take magnesium. What magnesium does is it helps keep fluoride away from entering your bone and your bone marrow. And you could also take spirulina or chlorella. What that does is it binds to all heavy metals that come into your body, and it eliminates them. And it is shown to remove fluoride from the brain and the body itself. Another thing that you can add into your diet or supplement with is called shilajit fulvic acid, or shilajit resin. And now shilajit has been used for thousands and thousands of years to actually cure a lot of diseases, and it is one of the most nutrient-dense compounds you could find on the planet. It has over, I believe, 180 different nutrients and trace minerals within it. So when you start to consume shilajit, what it does is it actually removes the fluoride from your body on a cellular level and replaces it with so many trace minerals and nutrients that your body necessarily needs. It's probably the biggest, most amazing superfood you could find out there. Alright, with that being said, that brings me on to my next thing I want to talk about is crystals. Crystals actually do raise the vibration of us. We are basically complex crystals. Crystals are living things. They are alive. Now, there are different kinds of crystals out there, all different kinds, all different colors, shapes, and sizes, and not all of them are specific to chakra centers, but there are a lot that are. and there are a lot that are specific to the third eye and the crown chakra. Some of those are fluoride and purple fluoride or rainbow fluoride, black obsidian, amethyst. There's opalite. Opalite is one that's great for the third eye. There's aqua aura quartz. There's so many different crystals you can carry around with you in your pocket, as a necklace, a bracelet. Even when you meditate, you can place one right on your center brow. It helps raise the vibration of your third eye. When you start to wear crystals, your emotional intelligence becomes much more superior than it has been. Your intuition goes through the roof. You feel things on a deeper level. You vibrate with life around you. That is one of the benefits of opening up your third eye. You become so much more connected to the physical life around you and to higher life. I myself carry crystals on me at all times, no matter where I am, where I'm going. I've noticed a major improvement in my life and the way things are around me just by carrying them. They are protection. They help you. They heal you. There's so many places you can get. If you can, shop local. Look for a local crystal shop. Find crystals or necklaces or jewelry that somebody made with love. Somebody actually handpicked a crystal and put time and effort and really got to know it and charged it and cleansed it just for you. If you can't, it's okay to get one that was prefabricated. Just make sure you're getting something real and not some fake stone or something that was polished to look like a crystal. And when you do get your crystals, please be sure to take it to somewhere very sacred and very powerful to you. For me, I take my crystals to the beach, always, no matter where. I cleanse them in powerful waves. And now I don't charge mine in the high peak suns. I charge mine at the rising and the setting of the suns, along when I charge myself. And yes, I know that sometimes buying crystal jewelry like bracelets and necklaces and whatever else it may be, like pendants, it can be a little expensive, but you can also buy just, if you go to any crystal shop or any place, you'll notice that they have little bins of all different kinds of raw crystals and even polished ones. Those are okay too. I personally prefer the raw ones because they just have been a little less messed with by humans, which, not a problem, but for me, it's just my preference. You can, and they are very cheap. You can find any crystal you want from anywhere from $1.50 to $7. Now, the more rare the crystals get, or the more processes they go to, you have the rainbow auras and the aqua auras, which go through a process of ionization where they become a little more expensive. But believe me, when you start purchasing crystals, it's almost like it's almost like an obsession that you actually can't help for any reason. You just go to a crystal shop, or you'll just be walking around and be like, I need to get a new crystal. Like, something will call to you that you need to get more crystals. So everyone, when it comes to meditating, what it really does is it really starts to exercise your pineal gland, and it gets you more inside of your thoughts. And what I mean by that is it actually gets you out of your thoughts. And what that does is it creates a positive healing effect on the body, and it really starts to get you in touch with your higher self. Now, there's so many different ways you can meditate. I myself, I am a big fan of astral projection, or just meditating laying down, listening to theta wave binaural beats. I will leave a bunch of links into the description below to some of my favorite ones, the ones that I have found to be the most healing for my body and my mind and my spirit. You could sit on the beach and meditate. You could put yourself even into a meditative flow state with anything you do, as long as you're putting yourself into a flow state where you are not in your own way, or your thoughts are not in your way or causing any blockages. You can meditate at the beach. You can meditate while you're driving. Just put yourself into that flow state. Just focus and start to flow with everything around you. And if you don't have time to meditate, simply just practice positive thinking, positive self-talk, and just not getting angry or upset over things that happen around you, staying calm, quiet, and letting things go. I know it's not full-on meditation, but you'd be surprised how important and how positive that is for the function of your brain and your body. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I really hope that you found it informative and enjoyable, and if there's anything that you think that I missed or didn't cover, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to maybe make a future video on this where we collectively come up with ideas and just get them more out into the public, so we can start waking more people up and start getting them on the right track to decalcifying their pineal glands. But if you like this video, please let me know. I'll leave a like and subscribe, and I'll leave all my links to social in below. Until next time, enthusiasts.